spiritu. Gayman. Hello, welcome to Bleed With Me, a horror podcast. A horror podcast starring a pan woman and a gay man, and we care about women.
Thank you for being so specific.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
We
that.
care about women on this podcast. And that's what makes us different from 97% of horror podcasts on the interwebs. Yeah.
It really is, because a lot of people don't really come from that perspective.
They don't give a fuck. They're just like, boom, 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 I have testicles, boom, 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 boom.
It's true.
It's
many
so true.
people.
We are here.
But yeah, we're a little
different. And we're here to talk about the Omen series of films.
All the things.
There are 6 of them.
Omen.
There's the Omen 1, 2, 3, and 4. The remake of the Omen, and then the new movie, the first Omen.
First Omen. The question I have for you is, how do we talk about these in actual chronological order or the order they were made in?
Very good question. I think we should talk about them in the order they were made in, but I am open to be...
Me too.
Okay, you think so too?
No, I think so too.
Yes.
Yes. So here we are talking about Damien tonight, who I think you put into our orphanage, didn't you?
I might have, but I don't remember because...
I thought I was like, you've got to keep Damien on your good side.
Because he's dressed like Angus Young.
Yeah. Here's another question. Should our orphanage be the abandoned orphanage from Serbian film?
My God.
Because, I mean, it seems like it's available. And you like the film. So.
Well, why not?
It's probably still available.
I love relocating
Serbia.
to Eastern Europe and filling it with degenerate children.
Evil children.
Yes. No. So I'm a huge fan of that. Yes.
And apparently a choir. Make them into a choir.
Boom. 02. Spiritu. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're
oh my
do that
God,
all night, you
that
guys.
Jerry,
it's every film,
that Jerry
every
Goldsmith
movie, so.
score is kind of iconic.
It's so good.
Yeah,
of course. What do you mean, kinda? It's it's been like mimicked, made fun of, parodied, copied a million times. It is iconic. Right. I love it. So we start in 1976.
We do.
Then. With The Omen, the OG Richard Donner film.
Who made the Goonies?
Yeah. Richard Donner's okay,
man. He made the Goonies, that's all I'm saying. And the Superman movies. And the Lethal Weapon movies.
I loved the Superman movies growing up. We saw
Supergirl together. It was on my birthday. No.
I feel like we saw so many movies together, Sean. How have we not seen these movies together? I have a vivid memory of going to see Supergirl with you. And to be funny, I dumped my Sprite into your lap. Do you remember this? And you were so mad at me. No. I didn't.
You ran to the bathroom and you were like traumatized.
Oh, I feel like I vaguely remember that. Obviously, didn't traumatize me that much, but
I'm good.
They're still friends.
It's
a weird joke.
It's a very weird joke. I also threw a soda in your face at your birthday at Papagino's. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Vaguely.
I really had a problem with acting out as a toxic male when I was like under 6 years old.
But apparently I liked it because I was just like, okay, weirdo. I think it was just like we were both hyper, and I was like, you're just fucking beautiful. Because I think I acted out too, just
in different ways.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure I did similar things.
Yeah, I was hyper.
Because it obviously didn't put me off. You were my best friend forever. Yeah. So I don't even really remember. It couldn't have traumatized me. I think I was just like that was a joke gone wrong. You know what I mean? Like I think I always understood it was for comedy, but I was like that was stupid. Now I look like I pissed myself and I'm uncomfortable.
It traumatized me more because of the guilt of realizing
as it should. That's not funny.
Yeah.
And here's a PSA, people. Most pranks aren't really that funny, and they feel very based in bullying shit, like, right, and kind of aggressive behavior. I'm just saying, right. I've had my last husband especially thought it was so funny to prank me. And I almost stabbed him, and that's when he stopped. Because I was like, you cannot hide in our house in Brooklyn, New York, and and again, men just don't get it, right? It's like, I do think someone's hiding in my house every time I come home from work about to kill me. Like, I do. Like, you know? So if you jump out of a closet when I'm in the kitchen with a knife, I will probably stab you, and then you're going to make me live with the fact that I killed the person I loved enough to marry. Like, that's just not cool, man. And then that's when he stopped, when I was like, almost like fucking killed him. I was like, you have to stop. He tried to snatch my purse on the street once in our neighborhood. He was like, I didn't know he was home from work early. And he came up behind me and tried to grab my purse. I punched him like in the chest so hard. And he laughed at me. And I was like, Jesus, that scares me even more because you're laughing. I obviously didn't even hurt you. Do you see what my life is? Someone could just come up, grab my purse. I could punch them and they would laugh at me. That's how strong some dudes are.
At least
so anyway, pranking's not great,
my horrible
guys.
Pranks were under the age of 8 years old.
Exactly. You learned your lesson, but this man was in his 30s.
Because I remember feeling so shitty and so guilty after dumping soda on you twice. Twice.
It just wasn't, it's not even worth it. There's other ways to be funny.
You think it's going to be funny.
We learned there's other ways to be funny. Yeah,
you think it's going to be funny, and then it just makes you feel like
And you can prank people in a not so aggressive way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I pranked my boss who forced me to get a cell phone. I didn't have a cell phone. I was a hippie. They said, we won't promote you. This is so illegal. We won't promote you till you get a cell phone.
What year was this?
The fucking, I don't know, 2000 something, 6, 8, I don't know. I didn't have one forever. Okay, so I get promoted, and the second day I have this motherfucking cell phone, I have to go to work. I prank call my boss, and I'm like, walking to work, like, it's totally on time. And I'm like, hey, what's up? I just forgot I had to work today. I can't come in. And they were like, what? Are you fucking serious? And I'm like a shift leader. I'm not even just like a normal worker. I'm the person closing the store with the keys and all that shit. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I just forgot. I'm not going to be there. And they were like, you can't do this. Like, what the fuck, right? And then I was like, I don't know, maybe if you just wish real, real hard and you close your eyes, you say, oh, Michaela, get here. I'll get there in time, like I won't be late. And they're like, fuck you. And I was like, just try it. And the whole time I'm walking up to the door, like I fucking am timing this shit like a fucking pro. And I was like, just close your eyes and wish. And then they're like, Michaela, I hope you're here. And the whole time I've snuck in the fucking back door, come up behind my shift lead who's on the phone with me and been like, it worked! Like so loud that she like almost shit herself. And she was like, you fucking bitch. And I was like, you did it! Your fucking magic worked. I'm here. And she was like, you're such an asshole. I'm like, you made me get the fucking phone. And she was like, God damn it. So like, that's a harmless prank, But I made her shit her pants, and like, so it was so funny. I was like telling the whole staff, like being like, shh, like on my phone with her. And I'm like, I don't know, just keep wishing. And she's like, okay, I wish you were here. And I'm like, I did it.
That does seem like something Damien Thorne would do.
I'm here.
Maybe you're the Antichrist.
Oh yeah, it's totally crossed my mind that I'm fucking Satan, but I don't think so. I'm too nice. Have you given birth to a terrifying eldritch horror and don't know what to do?
Help me! My baby ripped the heads off of every doctor in the room!
Are you plagued by a tiny child stalker living right under your own roof?
I found him holding a knife and staring at me while I was sleeping. What can I do?
Has your toddler come back from the dead and is set on revenge?
He tried to poke my eyes out.
We can help. Anonymously drop off your creepy little demon child at our doorstep. No questions asked. We have all the high-tech facilities needed to tame that troubled terror and keep the rest of society safe. With our knowledgeable and psychic staff, we utilize all the occult and medicinal methods to bring young people back from the depths of hell.
I'm gonna send your soul to hell, Mommy.
I thought for sure my life was over when I gave birth to the Antichrist, but Bloody's home made sure I got my life back, and the eternal souls of all mankind were saved.
My kid pushed her nanny off of the balcony. They even get my name out of the papers.
Also check out our animal shelter across town, the Bloody Hellhounds Home for Miserable Mutts.
Please don't leave me here, Mommy.
You know, have you ever checked your scalp for a 666 birthmark?
No, but I probably should.
Oh my God, I should too, because I never have. And
yeah, I feel like either one of us is a candidate.
It's highly
honestly.
possible. Yes. Yes.
I am a prankster. I just try not to like scare people to death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, except we're not the daughters and sons of like highly influential, powerful people. You know.
So it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
I don't think
that
that
wouldn't make sense.
If Satan put his eggs into our basket, it would be like, why? You're wasting that because we have no power, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
That's why I always say people, I'm like, no one's following me right now. I mean, actually there was a minute where I was like, are people following me?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
For the most part, nobody cares what I'm doing because I'm never going to get like the revolution started or anything, you know?
Me neither.
So,
yeah, exactly.
Fine.
Yeah.
It's fine if I'm an anarchist because I'm not doing anything about it.
Yeah. It's so
like, oh,
it's so random that they released an Omen prequel now. Like it's just
fucking
random.
Odd. They keep trying to milk this. Okay, so let's get to this because you know what? They keep trying to milk this thing. We have 6 movies to get through. I'm just rambling about nothing. But you know, use that prank, you guys. It's really funny.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I
made her. I was like, click your heels. It was like, you know, I was like, I'm like Tinkerbell. Maybe you can wish me into existence. And she was so mad at me. It was so funny. Anyway, we've got Gregory Peck. We've got Lee Remick. Pretty good cast
This
so
is
far.
the
We got some little
original
creepy kid that
Omen,
never
yeah.
acted in anything again, really, except for as other creepy kid.
And you know, we were 1 year old. This movie came out when we were 1 year old.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the original Omen. Yeah. Here's what I have to say. Did you find the Omen? This is a question for you. Did you find the Omen to be scary and effective, like watching it now in 2024?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Yes, I do. I think this is a great film. I think this is a 4-star film. I think it's a fucking well shot, well acted, fucking scary movie.
Yeah. Well, I
am still scared of him.
Damien?
That kid is fucking scary.
He's
yeah,
scary,
that was scary.
I know. He's so
Because
freakish.
again, and I'm not going to skip ahead too much, when you compare this kid, I guess they must have made it, was it 2006? Did they do it because it was 50 years or whatever bullshit?
Yeah. It was 30 years,
30 years or some shit. That kid had nothing on this little creepy kid.
Agreed.
That guy had nothing.
Yeah.
This kid is actually fucking creepy.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
And the way he shot, obviously,
Yeah.
is what it is. It's the way the director shot him. And it's, you know, it's not like the kid's actually inherently creepy. But, yes.
Did you notice that the big difference...
I was like, everyone get away from him. Kill him. Someone kill him. Still to this day, I'm like, kill him.
But the big difference between the 1976 version and the 2006 version is that in the 76 version, he barely talks. He mostly is just there as like a freaky
Which is
child.
so much creepier.
Where in the 2006 version, he's like, "Mommy, are you scared? I'm
You know
okay,
what?
Mommy, blah, blah, blah." And he speaks. And in the original, he barely speaks at all. Like maybe 3 words. Yeah. And it's so much more effective when he doesn't speak.
It's so much more effective.
Yeah.
Listen, everyone in the 2006 speaks too much.
Oh my God. That
They
remake
all talk
sucks.
too much.
It sucks.
They all talk too much.
Yeah. They talk too much.
But you're right. He shouldn't talk. He doesn't have to.
No.
He gets what he wants. And in the second one, he doesn't talk a lot either. Like, he's not that much of a ticky-tacky person.
He's
anyway.
not. He's not verbal. Highly verbal.
So why would you be? You know? So we start off with a bunch of misogyny, and it's at its worst, where a man is making a decision for 2 other people he's willing to lie to for their entire lives.
I thought the same thing. I was like...
This is the kind of shit that we say is the patriarchy. Like, when people say you're being too sensitive, be like, no.
Yeah.
Gregory Peck, the ambassador... can't even be trusted to be a good enough man not to lie to his wife.
I agree.
And his adopted son. That is just fucking terrible. And must be part of this pact with the devil that it starts with a fucking ultimate treachery.
Yeah.
Right? Because
I have the same thought.
Just horrible. And the misogyny of them being like, oh, but it's for her own good. It's like, if I had $1 for every asshole who thought they were doing something terrible to me for my own good, I wouldn't ever have to work again in my fucking life, you guys.
Yeah. I had the same thought, and throughout the whole movie, the wife is like turned off by the kid, and like there's something wrong with this kid, and no one will listen to her. You know, she's like completely trapped. And it made me realize, like, this is not a feminist movie. I feel, okay, so this is one of the big three.
That we've been trying to say this shit since the 60s and no one listens.
But this movie is one of the big three satanic panic movies. The other two are Rosemary's Baby and The Exorcist.
Yes,
and I would say, and let me know if you disagree, but I feel like Rosemary's Baby is the most feminist of the three movies because it's literally told from Rosemary's point of view and it is about the like steel trap of patriarchy that she's caught within. And
absolutely,
like the wife in The Omen is she has no agency. Yeah. And the movie,
a bad wife.
Well, the movie isn't
parlance of the time.
And the movie isn't interested in her perspective at all.
No, she's just a vessel.
She's
and a
just
victim.
a vessel. Yeah.
Vivi.
Yeah. And it's like it hints towards
your boy.
It hints towards being feminist when she's like she wants to have an abortion, but even then she's like, do you agree to have an abortion? And it's like the husband has to agree.
To be fair, I think that's just like being in a relationship with someone you love and being kind to their feelings.
You're right.
And yeah, it's ultimately your thing, but I guess you should talk to the guy. I mean, to be fair, it's nice to talk to your
well, especially if you're married.
Yeah. It's not like it might change your mind, but it's also like, well, what do you think? It's like, I guess I guess it's back then, but nowadays I'd be like, I guess we could implant it into you. You know, we could get the surgeries. You're the ambassador. We've got the money. We could fucking sell this mansion, move into a condo, and you could get a uterus, put the baby in you. You want this baby, it's fine.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the thing back then. So, yeah.
No.
But I feel like it's okay that she was at least like, hey, what's up? I'm going to kill this thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of this tissue.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way
it's nice, but yeah, the way it is very old fashioned.
It's very old fashioned, and the way in which he is so comfortable, like lying to her and substituting this baby in for her dead baby without
that's the worst.
It's so bad.
It's the worst. It's such a treachery. It's worse than cheating on me.
It is.
If you switched out my kids,
it's really not good at all.
I'd rather you just, get fucked or suck a dick or like something.
Yeah.
Go home with a stripper any day,
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
This is awful. This is unforgivable. So first it starts with an unforgivable act that the misogyny, the patriarchy thinks is a nice gesture for their stupid wife. Their stupid fucking pathetic wife who doesn't know any better. And can't tell it's not her fucking genes somehow.
At first. Yeah.
I just mean, like, the baby didn't look like you,
Yeah.
It's like, you can tell. Come on, don't be stupid. So then, the thing I thought was funny, here's a stupid moment I had. Because I'm a nerd. I was like, what the fuck is even an ambassador? I was like, don't you think he would have been born to the president? But instead it's like, what's the fucking ambassador? And I had to look up, like, is an ambassador do anything? But apparently they do a lot of stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But at first I was like, why the ambassador? Like, is this so dumb?
Yeah.
Right? It just sounds like fancy, but you're like, what's this obsession with like being the ambassador of Britain? And you're like, oh, you sign treaties and I guess you act like the president. But I'm like, I guess it's a road to the presidency, but I didn't really get that at first, so I was just like, who gives a shit? Like, I was like, give him to someone good or something. I don't know. Anyway, but I guess this came up, and they were like, oh, okay, this is like happenstance. This is just like your wife had a baby this day. So they kill that baby. They kill his baby and replace it with Damien, fat little baby,
Spirit
baby, the devil's spawn, jackal mama. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we've got parents in the 70s not really paying attention to their kids, letting them run around, and I guess they almost die all the time. So whatever. They do like a montage of raising him. There's a lot of montages through this whole thing.
Oh my God. Did you
Every single
notice
film.
that the montage of them raising him was a series of still images?
Yeah, so cheap.
It was so lame and weird. But I
You're
will
like, okay,
say
cool.
that classic moment of the nanny being like, it's all for you,
Again.
Damien. It's
Yeah,
all
we
for
get
you.
right to that.
I
Yeah.
love you. It's 13 minutes into the film.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get right to it.
Wait, but here's my question. Do you think the director wanted it to be, because
Yes.
13 is like the
Yes, yes.
unlucky number.
I think,
Okay.
yes.
In the remake, it's like 21 minutes into the movie, which is
stupid.
well, exactly. It's already a signal as to
didn't
why
get
the
it.
remake is inferior.
Yeah.
It does
Dumb.
so much unnecessary scene setting where the original like gets right to the
Yep.
suicide of the nanny.
Yeah.
Damien, it's all for
Yeah.
you. I want to ask you a question. Do you believe in dog telepathy? Because so much of this movie is like dog telepathy, where like you look at a dog and it looks back at you and it's like,
Yes.
and then you like do weird things.
Oh, I think dog telepathy in general is a thing.
You do?
Yeah, I can, because I am scared of big dogs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, me too.
I don't like being around them. They scare me.
I agree.
I've been like,
especially Rottweilers, yeah.
and like some dogs don't like me because they know I'm scared of them, and they'll lunge at me, and the owners will be like, they never lunge at anyone. I'm like, well, they know I'm scared of it, like, and I can't help it because it's just an inbred phobia from being chased by a million big dogs and almost killed by them. Little dogs, love them, pick them up, take them home, put them in my pocket, but like big dogs scare the shit out of me. So and little dogs know I love them and they love me. So I feel like there's a real telepathy with dogs. And so, yeah, I think that someone could even like, if there was a hellhound, absolutely, that hellhound could send you messages. 100%.
Well,
but also dogs know your shit. Like, they're like, you're scared of me, I'm going to fuck. And some dogs will be like, you're scared of me, I'll go away from you. And some dogs, you're scared of me, I'm going to fucking bite you. So, yes, I believe in dog telepathy. And I believe that dog put those little words in that lady's head. And I love that scene where she's just like, it's all for you. Yeah, and they brought it in a few more times, like within the remakes and within the fucking sequels, because it's so cool. Like, we hadn't really seen that, right? Some nanny who's just like, I'm going to fucking kill myself for this little kid. And it's still shocking a little bit. Even to this day, you're just like, what the fuck? And everyone's screaming, and he grabs him, and Damon's just like, I like this. And you're like, you little shit. Like, what
very
the fuck?
effective.
So, yeah, I love that scene. Still effective 49 years later or whatever, 40 years later. And then we get the other nanny. Anyone with wispy bangs like the new nanny can't be trusted. I think I was a little high when I wrote this. Something about her wispy bangs apparently I didn't like. And then they get this new nanny after the dead one, right? Both parents are like, where did you find her? Oh, I don't know. Let me see your boy alone. And again, the 70s parents are like, okay.
Can I say something?
No problem.
Can I say something at this point?
This creepy nanny shows up.
The first Omen, which is the new movie, completely erases a very important part of the Omen mythology, which is that Damien is born from a jackal. And in the first Omen, it's all about like the woman who gave birth to him. No, bitch. He was not born from a woman. He was born from a jackal.
It's
like,
a jackal.
what are you? Yeah.
They turned it into the.
It's
they
so
turned it into
gross
the,
and dumb.
Father.
I wanna
Or was the first Omen the jackal because she was marked with the beast?
No,
like, is that what the point was?
If
Is
that's
that she actually
what their
was
intention
the jackal
was,
herself?
I reject it. Because in both the Omen and the Omen remake, when they lift up the gravestone or the like slab from the mother's grave, it is a jackal skeleton in the grave.
Yeah.
It's a jackal.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's my favorite part. This is the thing. My favorite part of the Omen movies is that he was born from a fucking jackal.
You're right.
And they throw that out the window in order to make a lame, unnecessary remake. Spoiler, I hated the remake.
Same.
I thought it sucked.
Stupid. I was.
Oh, you
did?
did?
I was mad.
Oh, good.
Do you have a feeling your baby could be the Antichrist?
She's at least a minion of hell.
Did you recently find a concerning 666 birthmark during bath time fun?
It's hidden in his hairline, the little scamp.
Have other nannies refused to work for you after complaining your toddler tried to murder them?
They tried to knock me off the chair I was standing on. It could have killed me.
Then we are the nanny service you've been praying for. We here at Damien's Cradle Satanic Nanny Service can fulfill your baby demon tending needs. Our seasoned caregivers are initiated satanic devotees, ready to serve the Dark Lord and all his offspring. We specialize in throwing ourselves off a building and hanging ourselves in your child's honor at any birthday, holiday, or other family celebration.
Obtaining human blood for the chosen one's consumption and nourishment.
Killing an unsuspecting parent or parents.
Origami.
Eavesdropping on those who would harm the Antichrist and all of their workings.
We are also fully certified to homeschool your child in all the esoteric subjects: Ouija comprehension, fetish and totem construction, pyrokinesis, Bitcoin investing, and French.
Caretaking for your evil child's familiars included, whether it's bare-assed baboons, rabid hybrid jackals, murderous teacup chihuahuas. We can crate train, housebreak, and even weaponize them for defensive attacks against those who would harm your little gift from Lucifer.
Bloodletting, banishments, and babysitting all in one.
So call us now for the best nannies you can find who will actually work for you and raise your demon spawn. Honestly, it's not like you really have much of a choice.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I went with my...
But, so who'd you go with? Sorry.
My platonic girlfriend, Kristen, who has been on the podcast to do the Cramps episode.
She was the Cramps.
Mm-hmm. And she liked it. And I was like, Kristen, I hated it. I thought it was so lame. And we didn't agree on it, and that's interesting. Do you know it's really well reviewed? Like, everyone is like, this movie is a 4-star, 4.5-star movie. I give it 2 stars. Because I liked the...
I don't remember what I gave it.
There were 2 things I liked about it. The remake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The prequel that just came out. I liked the Roman setting and all of the cool like locations, and I liked all the references to like Argento and Fulci and like the Italian directors of the 70s, of which there was a lot. Other than that, I thought it sucked. I thought it sucked. But back to the original Omen.
I gave it 3 stars, like everything. Where I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's fine, whatever. Because I liked her, but I thought the movie was stupid. Here's what I was like, the idea is interesting enough. I like her. It was a bad movie.
Yeah, it's not a good movie.
We'll get to that. We'll get to it because I have a lot of complaints. But let's get to the first one, which is really good.
Okay.
And I actually really like it, and that's why it's a classic.
I do.
And that's why we adopted him.
I do. Wait, I want to say, I want to do a fashion call out. So in the scene where the nanny kills herself at Damien's birthday party, the mom's fashions throughout the movie were like I was gagging and dying. So she is wearing a cream-colored cinch-waisted vest dress with loose bows tied on top of the shoulders with a taupe floral blouse that ties into another big bow at the throat.
No.
I just wanted to make sure that was put on the record. Her fashions are insane. They're insane.
I'm a huge proponent that like the decades of fashion really are the fives to the five.
Oh, tell me.
So I think actually that what we think of as 80s fashion, quote unquote, is actually 1975 to 85.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
And what we think of, and like what we think of as 80s fashion is really 85 to 95.
Yes.
What we think of as 90s is actually 95 to 2005.
Agreed.
So this is so 80s. Like this could almost be on your 80s horror bingo.
Yeah.
Is what I kept thinking on the next few movies where I was like, this and the next one is 1978, and they both have total 80s fucking fashion vibes.
Yes, they
100%.
do. Yeah.
And I think one of them even ends on like a still frame. Right? Which is like one of our bingo card things, like a still shot or whatever. Like, one of them does. I don't remember which one. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I think it might be the second one ends with like a still shot.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yep, it does. Still frame at the end. So that's the next one. But still, like that's 1978, and I really think the decades are 5 to 5. They're not on the zeros.
I agree with you. I agree.
Because when you think of 80s shit, you really are thinking of late 70s to early 80s.
Yeah.
You're not thinking of 1989 because you and I were there in 1989 and people are already dressing like the 90s by 1989.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
Anyway, that's my thing
Okay.
when I look at stuff. So anyway, we got the creepy ass priest.
Okay, the priest.
No, go ahead. We got the zoo scene with the giraffes. You hate them?
Wait.
That's weird.
No. Okay, hold on.
I don't know. I'm jumping around.
I want to make sure that we call out the reporter is played by this dude who was the villain in 3 iconic early 80s movies. Did you recognize him from anything?
Yeah.
What did you recognize him from? The reporter.
Oh, fuck. I'm conflating him with the other reporter.
There's so many reporters in these movies. The
I have to look at his face.
The original reporter is played by the guy who is the bad guy in Time Bandits.
Yes.
Which was a formative movie for me.
Me too.
As well as the original Tron. He is the bad guy in
David Warner. Yeah, that's
David Warner. And he is the bad guy in Time After Time. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Where the guy travels back.
He's also in fucking Star Trek.
Yes. And he's the lead.
You know I'm a Trekkie.
He's the lead bad guy in Waxwork, one of my favorite late 80s horror movies.
God.
So
he's the coolest.
He's an
You're right. I'm sorry. I just watched 6 of these movies. Sorry. In
he's
like
a
2
scream
weeks, you
king.
guys.
He's a scream king.
He's a scream king.
I just want to call it out. Yeah, he is.
You're right. You're right. He's great. He was all Doctor Who'd up too, so he's a sci-fi dork like me.
Well,
I don't like Doctor Who that much.
Why did you just say Doctor Who? Because do you know?
In it.
Yes, one of the Doctor Who's is the priest.
Yeah.
The crazy priest is one of the Doctor Who's, Father Brennan.
And Dr. Warner has a little bit. David Warner has some little bits in the Doctor Who.
Oh, does he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just know that
the
Father Brennan is played by one of the original Doctor Who's. And Father Brennan plays a key role in that shitty prequel that just came out. And it's stupid. He's stupid. He's a dumb character.
Yeah.
Can I...
Anyway, go ahead.
Can I say something else?
Yeah, go ahead.
Age difference between the lead guy and his wife.
Yeah,
okay, Gregory Peck was 60 at the filming of this movie.
God.
And Lee Remick was 41. 19 years between them.
Oh, yeah, but after you're 40, you can fuck like 100
Do you think?
person. It's fine to me. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was curious.
Come on.
Because I thought it was weird.
How much much more? Listen, how much more mature are you going to get after 40?
True, but he looks.
Listen, if you can't relate to an 80-year-old when you're 40.
But he looks like an ancient grandpa, and she looks like a beautiful woman in the prime of her life, and it upset me.
Listen, if saying. Gregory Peck, how old was she? 40 what?
41.
Okay.
And he was 60.
I mean, that's a little young. He was how much? 60?
60. Okay, listen, so let's play it out.
I'm a little older than her.
Yeah,
and I will tell you right now, if Gregory Peck was a big old daddy in the sack and really knew how to bring it.
Okay.
And wore those suits all the time.
All right,
you know what
hold
I'm saying?
On.
Like, I could see it.
We are 49 right now.
Yes.
Would you date a man who is 68 years old?
I'm telling you, no, but I would, if I was back in my 41-year-old person, if I could think back to 40 years old, I would fuck that Gregory Peck.
You would fuck a 60-year-old dude?
I would fuck that Gregory Peck 60-year-old.
Wait, did you find him attractive?
Yes.
Oh my God, girl. Ew.
Yes, Gregory Peck's totally attractive. Are you crazy?
I must be, because I thought he was busted as fuck.
I mean, fuck me.
Okay, so I'm putting it out. We're putting it out there into the universe.
See what I'm saying?
Send a 60-year-old daddy to rescue Michaela.
No. Send a 49-year-old hot woman to save me from all the men of the world, and so I never have to touch a dick again.
That.
Like, that's where I'm actually at. It's
obsessed.
Like, no, I don't give a shit about any of it. I'm just saying I could see wanting this daddy.
I'm obsessed.
I do not. I am over it because all the men are stupid, and I would like some woman around my age so we can talk about the same things and relate to each other, like you and I do.
I like that.
No, I'm 100% like really convinced that a lady's like the way to go.
I love that. Okay.
Every day I see more evidence that I'm probably totally gay. I'm just like, I'm so disgusted by men so often now.
That. They are horrible.
They're just not that fun, you know?
Okay.
They're just not as
Fashion moment number 2, Lee Remick. In the gray, red, and white Argyle turtleneck with a giant double-looped gold necklace that hangs down to her belly. Did you notice that moment?
Yeah.
And then later in church, when they're on their way to church, do you remember when Damien freaks out? She is wearing a cobalt blue dress with a matching head turban. That head turban was iconic, bitch. It was so iconic. I loved it.
He
tore her fucking face up. I hate that.
He was like, no turban for you, you appropriating.
Yeah,
man.
he was not about it. And I hate that child. He's so ugly.
I hate the child, but I love that scene because it's so funny to me. So the scene is like they're trying to take Damien to church for the first time, and the kid's like getting a fever and freaking out and sweating, and then he finally just loses his goddamn mind, and they have to drive away. And I was
relate,
like, same
actually.
kid.
Yeah, I relate.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I know how you feel. It's such a terrifying building full of weird shit, man. Like, it's not a comforting place. Like, look, if you want children to go to church, you should make it look like kindergarten. You should make it look like a welcoming and warm place, not a terrifying citadel of evil. Like, churches look scary.
It's true.
Like, why don't they look like romper rooms and be like, Jesus loves you, Jesus is nice, Jesus is cool, don't worry about it. Everyone here is really nice. It's like, no, it's all like, come in and try not to sin on your way through the parking lot. And you're like, oh my God.
Spirit
I'll try, sir. Yeah. Stand up straight. Now kneel for a while. Now sit down and shut up. And you're like, Jesus, fuck, I don't think Jesus would like this. I don't know, man.
My favorite sequence in the original Omen is when Lee Remick takes him to the zoo. It's my favorite scene.
Oh my God. The giraffes
run away iconically.
Of all things.
Iconically. They're like, bah-bah, and they run off.
Of all things, they had the giraffes.
They're like toxic male masculinity radiating off this child. And they run away, and then the baboons fucking go apeshit. And baboons are scary as fuck with their big red butts.
Ugh,
They're so gross and scary. Do you know that I'm terrified of monkeys? Have I talked about this?
No.
I'm terrified of
God,
monkeys.
really?
Yes. And these baboons.
I think one of our next episodes has to be about like Nope and like
Oh
Jordan
my God!
Peele
Should we?
because that
No.
movie,
Should
that
we?
monkey was
Should we
scary.
do a evil monkey episode?
Oh,
Okay, that's going to be our next episode.
Yes.
Is evil monkeys?
I'm writing it down.
Yeah,
right now.
please. That's in 2 weeks.
But not King Kong.
No, not King. I love King Kong. He's not evil.
Me too.
Yeah.
So let's get to the end of this wonderful movie. So this little boy, his nanny kills herself for him. He gets his pet dog. He's a hellhound. Bing, bang, boom. Then he rides his little bicycle around in circles till he kills his goddamn mother. Or no, he hits her and she gets all like fucked up and loses her baby.
He aborts her baby. He
Aborts
literally
her baby,
a pro-abortionist.
And then his nanny comes and finishes the job, right?
Yeah.
She kills
Yep.
her. Horrifying. Yes, this still scares me. Yes.
It's
Very Rosemary's Baby.
It's very
so.
much about women not having power over their own reproductive
Autonomy.
rights. Yeah.
At all.
It's very fucked up.
Even the jackal. You know, that jackal might have wanted to raise the little baby and lick its face. You could have at least kept the jackal as the family dog.
Yeah, but they didn't do that.
That would have been way cooler. Okay, that would have been a cool remake. Is if they tried to keep the jackal as a dog and then like someone ends up killing it, and it's like my mommy.
Yes,
you know?
yes,
like that
yes.
would have been cool.
Oh, I love it.
See, this is why we need to make movies.
An Omen remake starring a jackal. I just want to ask.
Let's do
would
it.
Would the papers really publish that photo of the priest impaled by a spire?
No. I don't know though. Back in the 70s, they used to put like, you know, that's when they stopped putting gore in the newspapers from the Vietnam War, is what I read. Like historically, they would show really terrible things. I thought until like Vietnam, and then they were like, we can't show this stuff anymore.
Oh
People are
God,
freaking out.
that's an interesting lens through which to view this movie.
And then when I went to Europe, and maybe you experienced this, wasn't the news different? I watched the news there, and they did show a lot more like fucked up stuff than they showed in America.
I didn't watch the news when I was there.
And I was like, what the fuck? And here's what's interesting, side note, they showed a lot more fucked up shit that America was doing in Europe. You know what I mean? Like they were like, here's American forces doing all these terrible things that you never saw. You know, but when I was in Amsterdam, I was like, what the fuck? Like BBC shit. And you were like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of think that back then they might have shown it.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I love that scene. Wonderful scene. Creepy ass priest gets
it's
impaled.
so good, and it's all practical effects, unlike the remake, which is like digital nonsense.
Barf.
Yeah.
It's the worst. The creepy ass priest though is really funny. Like he's like, "Come meet me, and I'm gonna give you these knives, right?" And then the fucking ambassador flies out to see this priest. And I was like, let's be practical about this for 1 minute. I'm like, your job is all like looking at your receipts at the embassy and is like, so you used your government jet to obtain knives to kill your son. Is that really a good use of our resources here, ambassador? You know, like he takes the ambassador's jet to go get these knives. Like, I feel like that should be on your dime, sir.
It's true. Yeah, he flies back home with those knives.
Pretty fucked up. Yeah, he was flying under the ambassadorian fucking.
Doesn't have to go through like the metal detector or anything for those knives.
He's just like, I'm gonna go get some knives and uses his private ambassador jet. And I was like, that's, you know what? You're just a bad person. You're not a good person, Gregory.
He's not.
So he gets his, like everyone in this film.
He does.
And he tries to kill his son, which makes him look like a lunatic. And Damien at the end gets saved. Thank God.
By the president. Yeah.
By the president.
I just want to point out the priest that's burned, that has that awesome like makeup of his like burned eye, like a fucking poached egg floating at the bottom of his eye socket. I liked that. I just wanted to call it out.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And I just want to say,
it's a good movie.
I think the scariest sequence in this movie to me is when they're in the cemetery and they and the dogs surround them. And it's like,
oh my God, yes, because we're both scared of big dogs.
I'm so scared of big dogs. And
Those
can
dogs
you
are so
imagine being surrounded by a pack of fucking evil Rottweilers? Like,
because I know, yes. I literally
have been chased by so many scary dogs. It makes me so upset. And that scene is the scariest scene in the movie.
I watched my neighbor's Rottweilers next door in Oakland bite through and eat a wooden fence. That was not something you would normally eat through. Like, this wasn't a little fence. This was like a 10-foot fence, you know, and every plank was like 6 inches. Like, this dog was a monster, and then menaced us. I couldn't leave my house for 2 hours. I had to call into work because the Rottweilers who ate through the fence wouldn't let me out of my house for 2 hours.
No, it's terrifying.
So yes, I can imagine it. Scary. Yeah, I didn't leave my house, you guys. I lost money that day because I was like, no, there's Rottweilers outside my door.
I don't like it.
This is some Omen shit.
Like it. Yeah, it is some Omen shit. Okay, so iconic. The Omen is
everything.
I would say of the 3, would you agree that of the 3 like satanic panic movies, I'm going
to tell you,
Rosemary's Baby, Exorcist, and Omen, it's the least of those, but
yes, it's number 3.
It is still really fucking good.
It's the least of those 3, but it's the number 1 of the Omen films.
Oh my God,
I'll tell you right now that when I actually looked at my ratings, they went like this: 4, 3, 2, 1.
How about the remake? What'd the remake get?
That was 1. Good job. Man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
It's so bad.
So yeah, but the Omen 2 was 3 stars for me. I liked that film. It was all right. Like, that kid was fucking creepy.
Yeah.
We've got 1978. Don Taylor, he did mostly TV movies, which you can absolutely tell. Once again, I was like, is this a TV movie? I can always tell when there's TV movies because I watched so many of them as a kid. A little cheesy, but you know, I still liked Aunt Miriam. She's such a fucking bitch.
Yeah, she was great.
I love her. She knows Damien is evil, and
Sylvia Sidney.
At least she'll probably like leave all her art to the art museum. I was like, I love this bitch. She's like, you're evil, you know. And then there's like crows.
Okay, so what do you think? What do you think about subbing crows in for dogs? Like, crows are not as scary as dogs.
Listen, they're not as scary, but you know I love crows.
I know. I've seen you feed crows.
And so, yeah, I feed crows every single day. I have crow friends. They look for me. They're cool. Look, when I saw this, I was like, I need this crow. Gave her an evil crow eye heart attack. And I was like, I need to bring even more peanuts out for these crows if they could give people heart attacks and, you know, bite people's eyes out. Because, this is what I'm going for. So, to be honest, as someone who likes crows, no offense, more than big dogs, I was absolutely thrilled to see crows stand in for dogs. I have to say, I'm a crow lover.
The whole scene
and a cat lover. I'm not a dog person. I don't hate them. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not a dog person. I'm more of a cat person and a crow person for sure.
The whole scene where they peck out that woman's eyes and then she crawls into the road and gets hit by a truck. And then her body gets thrown up and bangs against the back of the Mack truck.
Listen,
it's so funny.
I gotta say that I wrote that down. I was like, that's actually one of the funniest things I've
ever
seen.
It's so funny. Oh my God, I was laughing.
I actually laughed out loud.
Same.
I was like, first of all, red coat lady gonna die because you have a red coat on.
Yes,
Joan Hart. You know what I mean? And then I was like, first of all, why is that lady initially scared of her car? Like, her car breaks down. And she's like, oh, God. And you're like, dude, you could just have a bad transmission.
Right.
Like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. So she gets out of the car and starts freaking out. And then the ravens eat her eyeballs. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm buying more peanuts, first of all. Oh, my God. She hits the truck with that dull thud. Yes. I was dying. Because it's not even dramatic. She just hits the truck and it's like,
yes.
You know, you're just like, it's so funny.
It's so ridiculous.
I fucking love it so much. And then it cuts to like whatever, and then they're like, oh no, and then it cuts to, I feel like soon after it's like these white people in the snow, and I was like, these white people in the snow with their smiling creepy mom is my nightmare. I was like, they all have these nice sweaters on, and they're like throwing snowballs at their dad, and I was like, I want to fucking kill myself right now. I would run screaming from this whole thing.
Oh my God, though, but the scene where...
And the check the type perm on the bingo card, honoring the 80s movie.
Oh my God, but the dude who gets... Fucking the dude from Mannequin who gets cut in half by the elevator. Fucking iconic. Here's the thing. The first two Omen movies do not skimp on the gore. The first Omen movie has that beheading with the plate glass window, and his head is like soaring through the air. And then it's so good. And then the fucking elevator fucking bisection in the Omen 2. And his guts, like they literally show his guts like spilling out. It's so good. And this is something none of the other movies understand, is you've got to mix in some gore, you know?
Yeah, because I want to be scared.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's really scary.
Yes.
And, like, he has his bad mitzvah when he's 13.
Bad mitzvah? Oh, my God.
Mitzvah.
Good job.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Time for evil.
Yeah.
And I love that Damien's so in love with Mark, his like kind of brother. Like that's so romantic.
It's very homoerotic.
Like, oh, Mark. Like every time they're like, "You're gonna do great things, Damien." He's like, "And Mark." He's like, "Me and Mark." And you're like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." He's so in love with him.
And then he kills his boyfriend.
And all the girls love him, and he's like surrounded by girls in one scene. But he's like, "But where's Mark?"
Yes,
and you're like,
yes, it's so faggy. I love it. And then he kills his boyfriend with making him have an aneurysm.
Because his like boyfriend's like, "Oh, you're evil," and he's like, "But Mark, we could rule the world together, and we love like anything you want, Mark." And he's like, "Fuck you, Damien," and I'm like, "Yeah, honestly, Mark, you're a dumb shit, right?" Like I think I wrote down like, "Who the fuck, Mark? Like, come on, man, like." Listen, I've been married 3 times. If any one of them was like, Mark, like, why are you fucking up the best bro you've ever had? Just play along, you know, like, maybe he won't turn out so evil. Like, I don't know, like, just, he's so, you saw what he can do to the bully. Like, wouldn't you just be that person's best friend for a while and just be like, look.
And anally penetrate him.
And then you see the hockey thing that happens, and you're like, come on,
You
man.
mean the ice scene where the dude drowns?
Yeah, the hockey scene.
Great.
It looks so deadly. Hockey looks deadly. So much could go wrong. Like, I hate hockey. Hockey looks so scary. And then nobody saw that he... What does this say? Nobody saw the hole in the ice. Again, like... Why am I laughing? Oh, I kept laughing at the deaths. That's what I wrote down. I was like, why am I laughing? Again, like the truck, you know? And then I was like, it's such a horrible way to die. Everyone is wearing a scarf, by the way. Why didn't anyone throw him a scarf? Like, it's like also the late 70s when you had like 48-inch scarves because they were super in style. And everyone's like, oh my God, help him. And I'm like, throw him your 60-inch scarf, you fucking hippie. You know, it's like every single person has a coat or a scarf. They could throw that guy, and instead they're like, but I'm cold. And you're like, you guys are fucking dumb.
So dumb.
And so I feel like it's so hard to be a really intelligent person who's into things like science and physics or whatever, or like logic, and then watch these movies and be like, throw him your scarf. You could have pulled him out. You know, it's just like so many, there's too many dumb people for me. But my mantra also is, and here's a rule at Bleed With Me, if horror movies were about intelligent people, they'd be 15 minutes long.
That's true.
So, because they'd be solved. They'd be like, I don't want that baby. And then that would be it. You know, they would have gone to Gregory Peck and he would have been like, here, take this baby. And Gregory Peck would have been like, no.
Yeah.
And it'd have been like, oh, Damien. You know, like it would have been, nobody wants you, Damien. Like, fuck you. Hey, how about you, politician? And he would have ended up being adopted by like the mayor of Farttown, Idaho. You know, that would have been the biggest politician they could have find if like smart people ran the world, right? So it's like, of course, it has to be a bunch of stupid assholes who are in these movies. But
True.
Anyway,
okay,
so,
I just want to point out a shocking fact. So, Gregory Peck is 60 years old in the original Omen. Well, so is William Holden in the Omen 2. And he looks like he's 78 years fucking old.
Whoa. See what I'm saying? Gregory Peck don't look so bad now, does he?
And then check this out. Lee Grant, who plays his wife in the Omen 2, was 53 years old.
See?
And she looks like she's 38.
Exactly.
And there's only 7 years difference between them, where it was 19 in the original. And yet they look like they're the bigger age difference. All I'm saying is William Holden was an alcoholic.
You never know.
Do you know that the song, the song Tom's Diner by Suzanne Vega? She mentions an actor dying in his house by hitting his head in that song, and that's William Holden. William Holden was an alcoholic, and he fell while he was drunk alone in his house on his coffee table, hit his head, and died.
I could see that.
And they didn't find him for a few days. And he was...
Well...
Yeah. And he was ancient looking. And he was only in his early 60s.
It reminds me of Jack Nance. Remember Jack Nance?
Oh, from the plastic. They found her wrapped in plastic.
All of his movies, right? One of his best friends. You know how old he was in Twin Peaks when he found her wrapped in plastic?
47.
Like 42.
What? No.
Yeah, like he was so young, Sean. Like he was
This
so
is what
young.
drinking and cigarettes will do to you.
It does. He was a raging alcoholic. Yeah.
Alcohol.
But he had a sad story. Yeah. I'm looking for You Don't Know Jack documentary. I can't find it anywhere. If someone could please send it to me. I can't find it. It's all about Jack Nance. It's about his tragic life. Like, I love him so much. I cannot find this documentary anywhere. Okay. I've tried to pirate it. I can't find it, Sean. You Don't Know Jack.
Right. I'll look into it for you.
Thank you. My pirates help me. Anyway, he was tragic. Yeah, alcohol will ravage you. I say that as I get wicked drunk.
Too.
But I'm a late coming alcoholic. I was mostly a pothead drug addict, psychedelic lover, and now I drink more because, it's easy.
Mm-hmm. I just want to say, in the Omen 2, there is science where they take a blood sample from Damien and they're like, he has jackal DNA.
I love that. I
love
so
it.
Much. You know it. You know I love that because I'm a science
He's a jackal DNA bitch.
I like that Damien finds out in this movie.
That is evil.
So that's my favorite part of this film is that Damien finds out that he is the Antichrist right around his bat mitzvah, his bad mitzvah. And he runs for miles and screaming, right? He's like, like he finds out, he just starts running, and I think that's really funny. And then it cuts to horns. I knew the chemicals were gonna kill someone. Oh my god! So then there's this whole subplot that was so boring about chemicals and the agricultural bullshit, and they were gonna have. And then so the minute you start telling me there's a pool of chemicals in a plant. I was like, someone's gonna die in this this is some Joker shit. Do. So of course, Damien goes on a tour of this chemical plant, and of course, someone gets all bubbly looking and blistered from the chemicals. And then there's the elevator thing, and I'm so freaked out by elevators that was one of the scariest things in my life because I literally hate them. I fucking hate elevators.
Yeah, you've said that. You've said that. And then at the end, Lee Grant stabs William Holden and is like, I've always been his. And then Damien torches her. She's like, Damien!
He set you on fire.
And he sets her on
he's
fire.
Always been good to him. Nope, he set you on fire.
He did. He was a nasty fucking backstabbing hoe.
He's evil, man. Evil. He's not cool. He's
literally
evil.
The Antichrist.
And the last thing I wrote in my notes is this kid sure has a knack for becoming an orphan. Because once again, he kills his parents.
He does.
And no one's like, red flag. You know, they're just like, this poor white boy. And that, my friends, is white male privilege.
It's true.
That you can somehow kill all your parents twice. 4 parents. You can kill 5, technically, because you killed your jackal mommy when you came out of her crazy stomach and they killed her or whatever. She probably just died. And then I guess 6 people because you killed your fucking other adopted brother who you should have just, you know, whatever. You evil little shit. You are just so good at losing families. So we get to the Omen 3 where he's a grown-ass man with a family. If you wonder about dark matter, missing links, and wild lives of scientists, space updates, and cutting-edge technological breakthroughs, then this is a podcast you've been looking for.
Join hosts Michaela Superstar and Electric
And Gerbil.
Shut up, Gerbil!
for a drink and a savvy science conversation that gives you fuel for your nerdiest discourse and jokes you can't wait to rip off.
Check out our website at thebluntletters.com, our new home on the interwebs for all things blunt letters.
Follow us and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, including Apple Podcasts.
Fancy. The Blunt Letters Podcast, subversively nerdy.
The final conflict.
The Omen 3 is such a snooze. I was so bored. I was so bored.
1981.
Oh my God. It was so boring. Do you agree with me?
Sam Neill.
Okay.
It's so stupid. It's so boring. I literally fell asleep, Sean, and I had to go re-watch it because it put me to sleep.
Sorry.
During the fox hunt,
of
course, by the way, stupidest fucking bullshit I've ever seen.
And there's
fell
the
asleep,
lamest
had to go back and watch it.
Okay.
Listen, here's the heterosexual side of me coming out. How do you take Sam Neill at his hottest
He's so
in
hot,
history?
yeah.
The prime. Sam Neill.
Prime rib.
You have him at his best, his hottest. He's so good right now. And you put him in this shitty movie.
This movie,
you know, it's like, God damn it! What a waste.
So bad.
What a waste.
I was like, he's prime rib.
He's an ace. He's an ace. Dumb, boring ass.
Pour some.
Like, I want this dude to be a playboy.
Yeah.
I want to see hot Sam Neill fucking everything.
Well, there is a scene where he sodomizes that reporter, and she's like,
she's like, come on.
And that was like fun, but because he's like obviously into S&M.
I need 10 times.
I agree.
If you're the Antichrist, I even wrote it. I was like, if you're the Antichrist, you should be getting fucked left and right when you look like Sam Neill.
I agree.
Because you know Sam Neill was getting fucked left and right. That dude was so hot.
He was really fucking hot.
Golly. And again, the suits, the power, the money. Come on now. Antichrist cock has got to be something to fuck with.
Okay,
you know?
I have a couple of notes.
If crazy guys are something to fuck with, you know that the Antichrist, right?
Yes.
Like we've all had sex with like the lunatics out there.
And it's usually
They're
really
obviously
good.
the best in bed.
Mm-hmm.
The Antichrist has got to be something on otherworldly.
Well, he does kind of digmatize that female reporter, but the movie doesn't revel in that. It's like
that's what I wanted.
Exactly.
If you have a sexy Sam Neill, you should have reveled in it. First fucking notes right off the bat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, here's a couple.
But we have Graham Baker, who did do Alien Nation, and that's one of my favorite things in the world.
Alien Nation, really?
Yeah, the Graham Baker was the director of Alien Nation, which I really like. I know it's cheesy. I know it's contrived. But a lot of people didn't go there, and it was a heavy-handed metaphor for racism, but also, like, super entertaining with the whole alien thing, and, like, what if aliens came over and, like, just became part of our society, and it became this whole cheesy, like, TV show, which I was also wildly addicted to. So I had a little warmth in my heart for this director, I'm going to tell you right now, because I do love Alien Nation. Deeply. Like, I'm probably one of the only people in the world who owns the Alien Nation box set of the TV show right now on DVD. I do. I don't have a lot of DVDs. I have that DVD. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well done.
I'm a sci-fi nerd. My other podcast is science and science fiction. I've been doing it even longer. Yeah, I'm a sci-fi nerd and horror. But like, so okay, he had some points, but golly, this movie.
Okay, here's
stupid.
some notes that I took. One, I think it's funny that astronomy saves the day. That's funny. Mm-hmm. It's like because of a telescope, they're like, "Oh my god," and that saves the day.
Space nerd.
I think that
Damien is Elon Musk.
he is.
We know that.
He is. And this to me,
tell me that's
this movie signifies a act of aesthetic cowardice because there is nothing edgy or envelope pushing about this movie at all. Even the scene where that priest gets ripped apart by his hounds, like they don't show anything, no blood, nothing. It's so.
It might as well have been a made-for-TV movie. It is
basically a made-for-TV movie, and I was pissed.
Yeah.
Also,
you're right.
they use the word faggot. One of Damien's right-hand men. Yes, one of Damien's right-hand men. When Damien is being like given makeup work and before his TV appearance, his right-hand man is like, "Did you see that? That was a faggot. It wasn't a person. It wasn't a woman. It was a man dressed as a woman. A faggot. Fuck that faggot." And Damien is like, well, they're all God's children. And I was, yes.
right.
And I was like, wait a second. Wouldn't the Antichrist, okay, if Jesus hates faggots, wouldn't the Antichrist love the gay community and be like, yeah, rub it in their face, dicks and butts, lesbians, lick and ditch, like that?
And that's what the Antichrist said, though. He was like, they're all God's children. Like, shut the fuck up.
No, I think that, no, but in the movie, it said he's being sarcastic. He's like, well, they're all God's children, right? And it's like meant as an act of sarcasm to be like, Jesus, like, blah, blah, blah. It's not pro-gay. It's anti-gay. It's transphobic. It's everything I hate.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
But that he's evil.
He's evil, but
wait, Sean, wait. Are you actually saying you want Satan to be on your side instead of
yes? But
I agree with the Antichrist sometimes.
So here's where I was upset. One, this movie is misogynist as fuck. Damien says to Jesus while he's reading him to filth, which I loved him reading him to filth, but here's what he said. Since the hour you vomited forth from the gaping wound of a woman. Rude. Like, first of all, do not call a vagina a gaping wound. That's fucking rude.
Gross.
Fuck you. Like, blah, blah, blah. So I was off him at that moment. I know. And then okay, then he like rubs that bloody rag all over that prepubescent boy's face, and it's totally erotic. Weird. I'm sorry. This whole scene made me uncomfortable.
Oh, the fox
Yes,
hunt
after
thing?
The fox hunting, he takes the bloody rag and then he bloods the boy,
course.
but it's like very sensual and weird. And I was like, oh my God.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I hated it.
Like, what is this, a Serbian film?
Yes, exactly. What is this, a Serbian film? It's very rude. I hated it.
Gross.
It was disgusting.
I hated it too.
I hated that.
That didn't need to happen.
No,
at all, the entire film.
Not at all.
None of that.
It was so unnecessary. Like the fact that he's like grooming this like 12-year-old boy to be his like bottom bitch. It made me so uncomfortable. Yes,
boy.
It was so uncomfortable. Okay, here's.
And he's not sexual during the whole movie, except for that.
That's other than when he's sodomizing the female reporter.
But that's like so aggressive.
It is.
And then he's so gentle to the
he
child.
Is.
You're like,
it's like very loving.
Yeah. Once again, scumbag. Yeah. You don't want him on your side.
Total scumbag. Okay.
I know what the Christians have done.
Yeah.
to the light and the dark of the world. But trust me, man, if you don't want to be possessed by a demon, man. You would be asking for whatever is on the light side's help.
Okay, maybe I do want to be possessed by a demon, but like that's between me.
Listen, you are too lazy because you gave up after like 3 sessions. All right.
Okay.
That's
okay, I'm going to get back on it. No,
possessed.
Next episode I'm going to have a Ouija update.
Listen,
no,
part of
you
your
have shamed
out
me.
of Tucson is going to a haunted castle with me.
No!
And I'm going to bring the demons upon you.
No, you have shamed me into... I am going to get back with my Ouija board, and the next episode I'm going to have a Ouija update.
You talk some shit.
Yes, I'm talking shit right now. I'm doing it. Okay.
Get on it. Get some demons in you.
And
then you tell me how great it is and how lovely, how gay positive they are.
Gay positive. Okay, thank you.
Positive.
Okay, one. Okay. When do you remember the scene where the mom of the Jesus baby like looks over at the crib and it's like a desiccated, rotted baby and it turns its face? I loved that shit. That was good.
That's pretty
That
great.
was fucking good.
That was good.
That was like maybe the only good moment in this whole movie. And then my question to you is, can you kill someone by hitting them lightly in the face with an iron? Because that's what happens in this movie. It's so stupid.
Well, you know what though?
Yeah.
I've read a lot of weird death stories. Probably. If you do it just right, it seems like, yeah. I read about a guy who broke his neck at the ocean just by getting hit by a wave at like the shallow end too hard and like snapped his own goddamn neck.
Really? Well, but okay, all right.
He was standing in the beach in New York, you know, like New England sort of vibes, not even like California waves. And then he fell back in such a way that he snapped his own neck in front of his family. So, like, you know, weird shit happens. So maybe she hit him right in the oblongata in his face and it just busted his brain. But it was pretty stupid. I hate that. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. It was the dumbest thing.
And then he falls down and his face is burned and he's dead. Like, and that happened over and over in this movie. Like, people die so easily. Yes, please say.
Before that becomes a baby-killing supercut.
I love that. Yes,
I don't know if I've ever seen a baby-killing supercut in my life since, like, the story of Moses or whatever, right? It's like, what did the priest do? Like, drown the kid, right? There's this one part where they're, like, baptizing a child, and then all of a sudden the priest is like, oopsie poopsie, and the parents are, like, horrified. It's like, did you just drown that baby? Like, what the fuck? Because he's in on it. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, they do a literal, like, montage of baby killings. Like, they're like, and then we killed this kid, and then we killed this baby, then we killed that baby.
This was another reason why I thought this movie was aesthetically cowardly, is like, show the babies getting killed. It was like goo-goo gaga off-screen bullshit.
Right. I know, it's like made for a fucking TV.
Like, it was so cool, the idea of them killing all these babies. Like, show us. Okay, remember when here's the thing. I feel like only Mexican horror and South American horror has the balls to actually show a baby being killed. Do you remember when Evil Lurks, when that giant dog kills those fucking little kids? That shit was fucking fucked up, and it was so iconic. And then, have you ever seen the Mexican movie Beelzebub? It's a Mexican horror movie, and it opens with a woman going in to a nursery, like the nursery part of a hospital, with her knife and like stabbing all of the babies in their fucking bassinets with like blood dripping and blood, and it's so transgressive and punk. It's great. And this movie is a bunch of fucking pussy bullshit.
No, this is dumb.
I hated it.
Definitely made for TV. It was the worst. Okay. So the baby killing supercut, and then he underestimates his fucking fuck buddy because he like steals her kid, and she's like, I'm pissed.
He's grooming her kid to be his butt boy.
Right. Okay. And then I love that it comes to this whole thing because the Messiah has been born now, right? He couldn't stop it. He couldn't find the baby. And he shows up with his ascot and he's like, I'm here to fight a baby. It's like, wait, what?
So
it's
dumb.
like this whole, like he goes to this place to fight a baby and is literally walking through this place like looking for a baby to fight. Like I'm so fucking confused.
It's so random.
He doesn't find the baby and then it turns into a giant Jesus and then there's a bunch of Bible quotes and then he gets stabbed by his girlfriend whose kid he was trying to groom.
I loved that for her. I love that for her.
Well, sure. I love that for her in a long line of bullshit in this movie. And wow, what a shitty fucked up ending. It sucked. And then it was just a bunch of Bible quotes, and I was like,
no, it literally ends with a heavenly Jesus floating above everything, being like, "Mo." Okay, any fucking horror movie worth its salt is gonna end with the Antichrist winning and Jesus being defeated and the end of the world coming. This movie fucking sucks. But
it was so stupid.
It sucks a dog's butt.
Much. I fucking hated it.
Okay, I didn't watch
but not as much as Omen 4.
I didn't watch the Omen 4. Okay, tell me about the Omen 4. I know it's a little girl.
Okay.
It's a made-for-TV movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. 1991. Okay. So I don't know exactly. So we got George Montesi and Dominique Othien Gerard, apparently. I don't know if I said that right, but those are the two directors of this shitty movie. And it is about a little girl. Creepy enough, and yet too creepy at the same time. Like, not creepy enough, but also creepy. It's the worst. I was laughing at every single death. It was so bad. Also, who's the baby? Oh, wait, what's this? Whose baby is she? You know what I'm saying? Like, whose baby is this? Is the lady he fucked in the final conflict? I love how much the man hates her. Like, it's just like, who is this baby? I guess maybe this woman had her, but like, who is this fucking final conflict bitch? And then I love how much the mom hates her. So it's just about this little girl and they get adopted and the mom ends up like fucking hating her because she's super creepy. And like the same shit happens where it's like, you know, like, I don't know, a bunch of animals hate her, and then she gets a dog or whatever. And then she gets pregnant, just like the first one, but she actually has the baby, and then the little girl wants to touch the baby, and the woman's like, oh no, I hate you, get away. And, I gotta tell you guys, I don't actually remember how it ends. I fucking had to watch this really high, and I think I might have fallen. It was so bad. I don't actually remember how it ends.
Are there any iconic deaths in it? Like, how do people die?
Oh my god, you guys, I don't remember. It was terrible. I gave it like 1 star. I don't know. I'm sorry. Don't even watch it. It's so bad. I don't know. I don't even know who lives at the end. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm looking at my notes with like so much anxiety, being like, did I write anything down? Here's what I wrote down. Okay. I love how much the mom hates her. Like, when she wants to touch the new baby, the mom is like, hell no. I honestly don't know how it ends. Like, that's all I've written about this whole film. I'm so sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
I know I hated it.
Yeah.
I was pretty intoxicated.
Okay, I love it.
I was just like, this is the worst.
I love it.
The little girl was so stupid. She just scared everyone. But it was more like she was just unnerving, I feel like. And then they killed her. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Should we move on to the remake?
Let's just. I think we should just go to the remake, which has even less notes, which is terrifying.
Okay. Liev Schreiber is a foxy daddy, and I love him.
I love him. I love Julia Stiles.
Oh my god.
I love so many people in this movie.
I was coming here with one note, which is that Julia Stiles ain't shit. What do you love about
she's a
her?
Scream Queen. She was in Dexter.
Oh, that's right. She was. That's right.
She was also like in The Boy or some other weird shit. Like she's been in a couple horror
Save
movies.
the Last Dance.
That's very pro.
And that's true. And she's in like, what's the Heath Ledger movie? 10 Things I Hate About You. She's in that.
That's Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She was young.
I think she's I like her.
Really?
I think she's so cute.
What?
I know.
Okay. I'm in a state of shock.
She's cute. She's so weird looking. She's like, like I like that she's not typical, like, gorgeous, perfect. I can't tell you apart from everyone else. Right. I like that she's done a lot of weird stuff. I like she was really good in Dexter. I loved her in Dexter. Yeah. And Dexter's like weird, problematic, stupid, but honestly, I was really addicted to it. And like, I even read every book, even though they were fucking terrible. Like, they were so bad. Those books are the worst, but I read all of them because I like Dexter. But I really liked her in it, and I feel like she's been in other things I liked her in. So I like her as much as I like the male lead. I'll just say
my God, okay. Well...
Yeah, I like them both. So I just went into this liking everyone, and I love the guy who plays the journalist.
Oh, he is so hot in this movie, too. David Thewlis.
He's so good looking.
He's
really cool.
Fucking...
So, like, it had a good cast.
Yeah, it did. And Pete Postlethwaite as the Father Brennan was great also.
Yeah. So it had a good cast, but it was really poorly done.
Okay, I have a trivia fact for you. Okay, Here's my trivia fact. Okay, hold on. So, the guy who wrote the screenplay for the Omen remake, the Writers Guild of America decided that he wasn't eligible to receive a screenwriting credit on the movie, and they defaulted to saying that the screenplay was by David Seltzer, the man who wrote the original Omen, because the script for the remake was so derivative with barely anything changed from the original movie that they were like, no, fuck you. We are not giving you a screenwriting credit. And David Seltzer had nothing to do with the making of the Omen remake. And they defaulted to giving him the credit because the movie was such a derivative piece of shit. It is literally almost a line-for-line remake.
Yeah. Except then they add a bunch of extra lines that make no sense and aren't needed and is totally crap.
And they add Mia Farrow, which, like, she looks great. She was hot. But...
Yeah, but who gives
yeah,
a shit,
but
really? Honestly,
it was like, why even bother remaking this movie if you're not gonna like do anything with the idea? Okay, here's my.
They did, I literally, as big as it could write, I said, why did you bother?
Thank you.
Why do you bother? Why did you bother? Yeah. I was just like, this is so fucking boring.
It was so boring and stupid.
They didn't even shoot at a location where she could break the window with her dead body, right?
She just thumps against the wall.
And you know why? Because they didn't have permission to break the window at that
Oh, really?
Location. Guaranteed.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. Think about it practically. Yeah. Think of it as a filmmaker. Why the fuck would you choose for her not to fucking go through the window? Because you picked a place that you probably didn't have the rights to fucking go through the window. So you had to have her thump against the goddamn wall. You stupid asshole.
Yeah.
Bad decision. Bad person finding your fucking location. And like, if you can't smash a window at the place that you're filming at, then don't film there, because that's the best scene you're gonna have.
And I timed it, and the Damien, it's all for you. Comes 22 minutes into the remake, and in the original, it's 13 minutes in.
Yeah, it feels slower, and it actually is.
It sucks. I hated it.
Actually is.
Yeah.
And the kid isn't even scary.
It's with his ugly bowl cut. Like, Damien's original, like, 70s shag cut is, like, so iconic. And this little ugly fucking twat was, like, with a fucking bowl cut. I hated it.
Yep.
I hated everything about it.
Dumb.
Yeah. It sucked. I just watched it with rage.
Me too. I was like, this is the worst. That's all my notes. I was like, this is it.
Okay, that's all you get,
and
listeners.
And then that brings us to... No, that brings us to the new Omen.
The first Omen. Oh, my God.
The first Omen.
Okay.
So now that's the newest one.
It is.
And that has nothing to do with the fucking... It's not canon.
No, they
You're
rewrite
right.
it.
She's supposed to be a
jackal.
jackal.
It's a jackal.
And even if they were like, here's the thing, they did so many stupid transformations that made no sense. They could have even saved this by saying she was the jackal because she was born with the mark of the beast and turned her, like she could have transformed into a dog.
That would have been awesome.
And that would have saved it, and they could have buried her next to the dead baby, and that would have been cool. But instead, they did none of that. And she was some like, oh, this poor girl. Which, again, if you asked me in the first 10 minutes, who the fuck was gonna be the mother of Damien, I would have said the fucking nun. Like, we all know the misdirection is so poorly done.
It's really bad.
So fucking bullshit. And then
see, I thought it was gonna be where they took her egg, stole her egg, and implanted it into a jackal.
That would have been
and
cool.
Then she was gonna have to sit there and watch as like Satan came and fucked a jackal, and then the jackal immediately gave birth to a baby.
Right.
And she would be like, like watching it. Yeah. But like that would have been dope. But this movie is dog shit, and I hated it.
It's shit. It's the worst. So yeah, that doesn't happen at all. Makes no sense. And they try to misdirect you. It makes no sense.
This movie on Letterboxd.
It wasted so much time. It was 2 hours.
Oh my God, girl.
Nothing.
This movie has like a 4.0 rating on Letterboxd.
Dumb. Well, that's why I don't agree with everyone. I don't care. That's why people, it's like, tell me I'm wrong. I'm like, I don't care if I'm wrong. I know what I like. Or like, even when we disagree, it's like, I like what I like. I don't know why. Like, fucking don't come at me, you know? Because this was shitty. I was so mad that I honestly, like, I was like, of all things to go out and see in the theaters, I was like, what the fuck?
I felt like I wasted
money.
And
like, I love that actress, but like, this was, she did her best, but this is a perfect example of a good actress being poorly directed. Correct. And they tried to do this homage. This is the thing that pissed me off the most, where I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He tried to do an homage to, and I was like, is this not at Sam Neill? I don't know if you picked up on this, but they tried to do an homage to The Possession, right? That scene where she gets hit in the cab, and she gets out of the cab, starts doing this weird, lame, like, dance. I was like, that's Possession. Like, that one scene, because Possession is one of those 70s movies that I think is
you're talking about
overrated.
The movie Possession. Oh,
Possession,
yeah.
With Sam Neill, right? I don't like it very much. I think it's about 2 fucking assholes with a dysfunctional fucking relationship that's super boring until that lady does that one scene in the subway, and that's the only good part of the whole movie. And so it's super overblown, and people think it's so great, but honestly, it's that one scene that's super great. It makes a great music video, and that's it. So that movie did a scene where I was like, you are totally trying to pay an homage to The fucking Possession right now. And she's doing the weird dance, and she's doing it really poorly, because I'm sorry, the woman in Possession was probably like way better physical actress than this other woman. Or she was directed that way, or she wasn't choreographed correctly. A lame version of the Possession sequence. And then I was like, oh wait, is she gonna give birth right now? Is some liquid gonna pour out of her cunt just like in Possession? And of course it does at the end of her herky jerky fucking dance scene, just like this movie starring Sam Neill. And I was like, this was the fucking most poorly done homage I've ever fucking seen in my life. Didn't take it anywhere different. Actually was like a tamer, more lame, sad version of it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then she breaks her water, and I was like, this should be milky white if you're gonna actually like rip off this other movie. And that was just like, that part actually pissed me off so much. I was like, I feel bad for this director.
Here's what I liked.
Like, you fucking
I liked how her nun sister took her out to a club and was like, please take ecstasy and go fuck that man. And I want to say the Italian man that she like dances with in the club was hot as fuck.
Paolo. He's so hot.
So hot. And then he gets like pinned against a car.
Paolo could
like
be
it was the movie Signs. Do you remember Signs?
That part actually, and I really like that part. That actually really made me laugh when she picks him up and his guts come out. That made me LOL in a good way, not in a bad way. It was
campy, yes. Like, I agree.
But in a way that I actually liked.
I agree.
I feel like I wish the whole movie was
agree.
Like, you know what I mean? I was just like, I wish it was all like that, because that was a great
It was
scene.
So over the top.
I laughed out loud in the theater alone.
He was so hot, and then he
funny.
got his torso ripped off by that nun, and that was iconic.
He's like, I can't move. She's like, I'll help you. And it's like squish, squash, squish, squash. And it's like, and people just start screaming.
Yes,
it's so
it was
good.
so silly.
That was
I
great.
agree.
It had, like, again, it had moments, but it's like, man, it really, it didn't have anything to do with the other ones. And that's, you're right. She should have been a jackal.
Yeah. Did you see the movie Immaculate?
Sorry, say it again?
Did you see the movie Immaculate?
I wanted to really badly, and I missed it. It went through theaters like a fucking lightning bolt.
Because
I had to watch it streaming.
Yeah, watch it streaming, and we can revisit it, because it was so weird that this movie and the first Omen came out within like 3 weeks of each other. Because they're basically the same movie.
Omen is like lagging in theaters. Like, again, like you said, it's just sitting there in theaters. Whereas I went to go see Immaculate, it was gone in like maybe 7 days.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Where is this movie? Because Omar was like, you have to see it. You have to see it. You're going to love Immaculate. You're going to love Immaculate. It's so gross. And I was like, okay. And then I just went to go see it and it was gone. Same with Late Night with the Devil, which actually was around a lot longer in theaters in my area than Immaculate. Immaculate was like a sneeze. And then Late Night was like, oh, some arty-farty people like it, so it stayed around a little longer. And then, like, but Omen's been around for, like, weeks now, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding
it's
me?
A
this
huge hit. It's so disappointing.
It's dumb. And I finally saw Late Night with the Devil, but I had to see it streaming.
Okay, can we...
It left the theater so fast.
Can we talk about it?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah, so again, my ratings for the Omens go 4, 3, 2, 1, half. You know, it's just like, it's stupid.
I agree with that.
It gets dumber as it goes.
I agree with that. I didn't see...
But the first Omen's so good. I stick by it. And I'm still scared of Damien.
It's very fun.
Can I also say, one of the worst parts of all of these films, I think it was in the third one, you actually see like a weird undead choir singing the fucking Damien song in an alleyway. Do you remember that?
In which one?
I think it's the third one. In the final conflict, he's like wandering around lost, and then like someone's wandering around like looking for like Damien or some shit, and then there's like an actual choir of undead, like people in rows, and like Damien, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this movie's the stupidest piece of shit I've ever seen.
Don't remember that.
It was either 3 or 4. It was 3 or 4. Maybe it was 4 then if you don't remember it. But it was so fucking dumb.
In 3, there's a scene where he's like addressing like a group of like 97,000 people.
Oh, that's his. Oh, right. I wrote that down. That's his followers.
Yes, and he's like, you must blah, 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 sit on a butt plug.
I wrote that down because it cracked me up. He was like, hold on.
He's just a bitch. Damien's a bitch.
I was like, oh, yeah, disciples of the watch. Do you hear me? He kept being like, do you hear me? And then I wrote down, do you like my ascot?
Yeah.
You know, because he had
wore
that
a
fucking
lot of
ascot
ascots,
on.
yes.
But they were disciples of the watch, is what those people were.
I hate it.
Okay, but let's get to something I actually enjoyed a lot.
Late Night with the Devil.
I don't know if you did, because we don't always agree, but like, I gotta tell you, Sean, I loved Late Night with the Devil.
Okay, talk to me about why.
Important tropes in horror film history. Good evening and welcome to Important Tropes in Horror Film History. I'm your host, Meddingdow Farmingham, and my esteemed guests and I are indeed experts in their fields. Our first guest is Dr. Brampt Phonefax from the University of Pottsbog, Idaho.
I am a professor of film studies and has written the newest and most completest book on devilifying mummies.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Next, we have Cringy Forefront, author of over 4 books on the genre of horror and the social implications behind it.
Yes, my latest paper, could a sequel to The People Under the Stairs Prevented 9/11, has just been awarded the totally fantastic grant for sociological meandering.
Welcome. Tonight's question I'd like to posit tonight is why we've always returned to the trope of scary demon babies. What is it about birthing Satan's spawn that compels us to create books and films dedicated to such an outrageous and yet primal fear?
It's fucking scary as shit!
Brilliant, succinct as always. I say that wraps it up with this discussion. Join us next week when I welcome 2 more film and horror scholars to discuss the important and timeless thing of clogged drains. Until next time, thank you. I'm Meddingdow Fottingham. And this has been Important Tropes in Horror Film History. I just think, here's the thing. I'm really sick of seeing the same fucking movie over and over again. I really am. And although this movie might not be the most original thing in the world, it's just like kind of refreshing to see something weird and different. And I like this actor a lot. I think he's definitely a scream king, right? At this point, you know, like especially after the Demeter, which was like pretty cool. It was all right, you know. And he was great in it, no matter what. Like he was good in that movie, and I really like him outside of this film. Like I follow him online a lot, and like he does comic book stuff a lot, and he's just like super into horror, and he himself is super goth. So I just think I'm also just a fan of David the Schmaus. Dalmatian. But above that, I just liked how weird it was. Like I always love like a weird fake documentary. I am a fucking sucker for that. And then where it's like the last tapes from that night. Like I love that. And I think it knows it's cheesy, but it plays into it well enough, but not with it being like, oh, we're so done. Like I don't know. I think it has a nice balance of like, we know what we're doing, but we're gonna take ourselves seriously enough that it's cool, right? And it was. And so it kind of reminded me a lot of the stuff we grew up with and these weird talk shows, but then also so weird and just so out there. And then like again, like pretty scary if that really happened. And then I love how fucking tripped out it gets, and the hypnosis thing, and I don't know, the satanic panic is always like going to be something kind of close to my heart. So any movie that deals with satanic panic, I kind of like. And yeah, it just goes for it by the end, and you're like, that's fucked up. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was just like a nice short fucked up movie. It was only like what, an hour 37 or something
short,
like that.
Yeah.
Like it was so nice and short, and I love that. Yeah. So yeah, I really liked it. I like the creepy girl. I like the weird demonic possession stuff. I love the naysayer who's supposed to be like that one guy who's like, you know, the ex-illusionist who's always like that real dude in real life. I can't think of his name. I think it just touched on a lot of stuff. Oh, and the Bohemian Grove thing, which is my conspiracy nut part of me being all like, conspiracy, oh, the Grove, they're talking about Bohemian Grove, you know, like, oh, Illuminati. So I think it just hit on a lot of my favorite stuff. And yeah, I don't know, it was nice and short, and I it didn't waste any time. It just like got to it, and it was like, this is weird, this is crazy, let's do it. And I love when her face opened up. That was just great.
I loved that.
I love that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This could have gone so many ways, and that was so...
Yeah. The effects there were so good.
I thought it was great. Yeah. And then the guy gets on his knees, and he's all like, oh, I want to worship you. Oh, my God. And she's like, abracadabra. And he just, like, burns up. And I was like, oh, my God, yeah. So, like, all of it. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I honestly did. I really did. I didn't fast forward 1 second of it, you know? The dead wife thing was weird and creepy. Like, I liked it.
I love that. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Okay, so I just want to preface this by saying Kristen and I Barbenheimered Late Night with the Devil and Immaculate. So we saw them back to back. We spent like 7 hours at our local theater. And we saw Late Night with the Devil first and then Immaculate. I definitely liked Late Night with the Devil a lot more than Immaculate, which I did not like. Yeah, cool. I didn't like Immaculate at all.
I'm still going to see it.
Yeah, no, you should, because it'll be interesting to talk about. I felt about Late Night with the Devil that it's like a movie that has a very specific bit, and they commit to that bit. But in the end, I feel like the bit like keeps the movie in a box rather than allowing it to break out of the box. And I almost felt like it was like too committed to the bit to like be fully effective. Now, like the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the movie where everything goes fucking ape shit and her head splits open and like the flames of Satan are rising out of her head. Like I loved all of that. But I almost wish that like 45 minutes in, it had like broken the conceit and like stopped being just like a telecast and had like allowed the movie to like breathe a little bit. So, like,
that's like so many horror movies for me, just in different contexts. Like when we talk about these movies that are like an hour of just like a family getting along, living in the woods, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just like the same thing for me, except this was like, at least it's like a TV show, as opposed to me trying to get to know this fucking stupid family from Sweden and like why I should care that they die. So for me, I'm like, if you're going to spend 40 minutes of just me getting to know somebody, this was way more interesting than like 80% of horror movies that try to get me to know someone in the first.
So you're talking about Speak No Evil. That was a little shade at Speak No Evil there.
I mean, honestly, it's this shade at like so many movies. So, you know, it's like Speak No Evil, it's only a shade at because it's so typical. And I've seen Speak No Evil like 400 times. Like I've seen that fucking movie 1,000 times. And this movie isn't that. It gives you at least something else to be bored with for 40 minutes.
No, I walked out of it being like not mad at it. I don't know how to articulate it. I walked out being like not mad at the movie, but not blown away by the movie either. I was like somewhere in this weird liminal space where I was like, I thoroughly enjoyed the whole time I was in there, but I kept wanting it to like transcend to the next level. And because the aesthetic conceit of the movie was so like airtight, it didn't allow it to like breathe. That's how I felt.
Which I feel like is so 70s. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel like so many movies from that time is like they only give you the last 15 minutes. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's so of its time that it kept to its own. You're right. It kept to its own thing all the way to the end, which is cool. Like it's like, okay, you like that time period, which I don't actually even like. Like you're right. I wish it was weirder the whole way through too, because I'm the kind of bitch who wants to see something in the first 13 minutes. Like in Damien. But I still like it because I know that a lot of movies, because I've had to accept loving horror movies that you're going to make me watch 40 minutes about a boring ass fucking family that I don't give a shit about, or you're going to make me watch 40 minutes of some teenage co-eds who all get along and they go on a trip somewhere, or you're going to make me watch people who go on a cruise ship and they're all like getting to know each other until that they find out that what it's like, oh my god, like they all do it. So at least this one was kind of weird and had like a psychic and then had this, and like again the references I think for me were a little hit home a little more because I'm such a fucking nerd, and I loved the whole like fake psychic thing and him like working the crowd, and then I loved the like other like I can't think of his name, but there's definitely like a famous illusionist who turned skeptic who was against the guy who bent spoons, the famous guy who was
Houdini
like,
was an illusionist who was like committed to like defrauding
spiritualism.
And Houdini made it his mission to like go around and like prove that people were fakes, you know.
And there was also people after, like even more modern people in the 70s though, that like did the same thing.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? And I wish I could think of his name. But anyway, he was like really anti Uri Geller, and they actually show a picture of Uri Geller in the film, like the bending spoons guy. So like that whole nerd like wormhole that I'm in, where it's like that spiritual movement and the anti-spiritual movement, like that all spoke to me in this way that I wasn't bored. I was all like, oh, that's Uri Geller shit, you know?
Right.
And then like he's doing crowd work, which I know is like some bullshit. So it's like I enjoyed all that so much. And then so I think that was like this other level for me personally as a super nerd into that kind of stuff. So I think that's what I mean. And then like the Bohemian Grove thing was this whole other level that like most people won't give a shit about, but I'm like, oh my god, he's talking about the Illuminati, like that's fucking dope. So like I think maybe you just have to be kind of like really nerdy into this conspiracy weird shit sometimes to enjoy like these levels of stuff, which again I don't expect anyone to be. And I think that's why I follow David online and I follow his shit, because he's just that kind of nerd like me. Like I feel like we're the same kind of nerd, you know?
Yeah. I wasn't mad at it. I was perfectly happy that I had gone to see it. I enjoyed my experience, but
that scene at the end was great.
It was. But I didn't leave being like, this is a movie I can't wait to rewatch, you know? Like, Talk to Me, when I left Talk to Me, I was like, I'm going to rewatch this like 25 times over the rest of my life.
That's what I said. But I also like haven't yet, which is weird.
Interesting.
I haven't seen it again.
I've watched it.
Since I
watched it 3 times since I saw it in the theater.
God. Oh, you know what? I think I have watched it one other time.
I saw it in the theater
but
twice.
You're right.
Saw it in the theater twice, and I've rewatched it once. So I've seen it 3 times total.
It's not Talk to Me level, but Talk to Me is like 5-star.
Agreed.
Film.
Yes.
This is like 4.
I would be like, if this director who made Late Night with the Devil made another movie, I would go see it with interest, being like, I can't wait to see what this person does next.
Yeah.
Like, they are obviously like trying to do something fun and interesting in the genre.
Yeah.
I'm totally down for that.
I'm just big into seeing something different. I realized this weekend I went to a lot of movies in the theater because my friends all came back from vacations apparently, and I went to a bunch of stuff where I was like, maybe this isn't the best film, but I want to give money to something that's just not showing me the same bullshit over and over.
What'd you see?
Because the first night I went to see, on Friday, I saw Kong and Godzilla, and it was the same bullshit I'd always seen, and I was like, oh my god, this was all right. I'm glad I saw it, but like, it was just garbage. And then the second night, it was 420, and Lupe and I microdosed and went to go see Hundreds of Beavers, which is
I've never even heard of that.
You should watch the fucking trailer. It's cool. It's like very, very influenced by cartoons and Looney Tunes and slapstick. It's a silent film, essentially, in black and white, but done with like animation and live action. And it's essentially about a guy who's has to trap a bunch of beavers. Like it's hard to explain. It's very weird and very arty. And it's like for animation nerds. It's for people like stop motion, animation stuff like that. But check out the trailer. It's hard to explain. It was fun. It was a little long, but it was definitely fun. I'm glad I gave money to go see something like that in the theater. And then we went and saw Sunday. I went and saw Sasquatch Sunset.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Because I'm obsessed with Bigfoot.
A movie I'm upset even exists. Yes.
Well, I actually really, those directors are hit and miss for me. I really like Kamiko the Treasure Hunter. I thought that was a really interesting movie. And I like The Curse recently that they just came out with. I thought it was really odd. And I like their uncomfortable sense of humor because you just don't see it a lot, And they push the envelope a lot, they really do. And I really like The Curse. I did. I was like, this is fucking weird. And it really held my attention the whole time. And I love Bigfoot. I mean, I'm obsessed, right? I mean, if I have a bunch of coats. I'm called Captain Buttons by some of my friends because I have so many buttons on all my jackets. And one of my main jackets I wear all the time has one whole side dedicated just like Bigfoot stuff. And it was really good. Like, I liked it. Like, I took Argus. He was like, well, that happened. Like, that's literally what he said after we saw the film. He's like, well, that happened. And I was like, I liked it. And he was like, no, I liked it. But it was definitely like, I was like, no, it's not your normal film. Like, it's almost there's no dialogue, you know, it's all grunting. There's no subtitles. Like, you just have to figure out what's happening. And I just thought it was great. It's beautiful, by the way. Like, it's filmed all up in like here, you know, with the sequoias and like these giant, beautiful trees. And so it's actually really beautiful and contemplative, and there's a lot of like really honestly beautiful scenes, and then there's a lot of funny shit, and there's a lot of fucking shit and fucking and like that kind of scatological humor is artist
Scatological.
Scatological humor, which I am so here for. Like, people are like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, I love shit jokes. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, someone shits in their hand and throws it, I'm laughing. So like, whatever. I'm not above it. And that happens. Like, they totally shit in their hand and throw it at like something.
Okay.
I thought it was great. Like, again, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's also really sad. It's so the Sasquatch sunset is indeed like you meet the last Sasquatches. Like, they spend the whole time looking for other Bigfoots and they can't find them, and then like logging and humans and like, you know, like one by one start to kill, you know, or just even their own folly like kills them, and then it's just left with like the mom and like her baby and her son, and that's it. And it's like, it's sad. So it's just also like an environmental message, which is kind of cool, but not like preachy. It's just like, you know, it's just enough that you're like, yeah, I get it. Like, we suck, and maybe we don't find Bigfoots because we're killing them just by existing, right? It's like, it's good. And it's also kind of funny and weird. And like, honestly, a lot of people, like, I had a terrible experience because here's the thing. Tell me this isn't weird, you guys. I go to see this film on a Sunday in a small town. There's me, my best friend, and 3 other people in this fucking theater. One of them's these 2 people are a couple. They just start talking loudly over the film because there's no dialogue. So they think it's okay to just start having a conversation. To the point where after I say shut up, or like like once or twice, I have to finally be like, shut the fuck up, and like be like scary Michaela, like I'm gonna come kick your ass, until they shut the fuck up. The other old lady sitting by herself in front of us starts taking flash photos of the film, like randomly during the movie. Flash photos on her like, what's happening? Like, so this is who I'm watching it with, by the way. So like, that was weird. Made me feel like I was in a weird demographic that I didn't want to belong in at all. But and then the one lady who took flash photos by herself clapped all by herself at the end of the movie. And I was like, what the fuck? This is David Lynch world right now. So anyway, you tell me. All right. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Make sure you listen to us everywhere, all the time. Like and subscribe. Answer our questions. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok. We have a TikTok now. We got to get more active there. I don't know. I'll get on it.
Hot.
We'll get Sean on there improvising, doing something. I don't know.
Okay.
Pretending to kill someone. I don't
know. Also, you can become a Patreon subscriber.
That's
$5
right.
a month. You can get our bingo cards that Michaela has beautifully put together. We're making mini zines. You're working on a witches mini zine.
It's done.
Oh, you're done.
The witches zine is done.
Shit.
Like, it's ready
and
to ship.
I'm working
on
a Monster Zodiac mini zine. So we've got mini zines, we've got bingo cards, we've got all kinds of cool shit.
T-shirts?
Yeah, T-shirts.
I think if you're at the $10 level or something, you get a T-shirt or something.
Okay,
yeah.
Sweet. Love that.
Yeah.
So support the podcast however you can, please.
Please. We need you. So we can do more live shows and do more fun stuff and do videos and up our game, you guys. Come on. We don't need day jobs. We want to just do this.
And I don't need a gay job.
I could use
I could too, actually. I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, wait.
Girls are so cute.
I would love a gay job.
Really could use a gay job.
Okay, and...
Yeah, let's put it out there. We both could use a little
gay job.
Cool.
And as always, stay bloody. Jesus wants you to pee. Pee is squirting out of your hee. And Jesus is watching you go pee pee. Pee pee. Pee pee. Homne hominus domne hominus pee pee. Jesus wants you to go pee pee. Okay, good job. Okay. To be with you.